Is there any music? No. Hello. My name is Allison. Welcome to this video. If you're expecting nice, coherent thoughts, you have come to the wrong place. My neighbor is outside weed whacking, and I hope you can't hear it from the age of this microphone that I have purchased. Anyway, we're here today to talk about Reverence by Rebecca Ross. I just finished this book 2 nights ago, and yeah, I have thoughts. I just realized, does this look weird? This just hook. I had my calendar on there, but I felt like you guys didn't need to see my calendar, so I moved it, and I didn't put anything there to make it better. Actually, BRB. I have something I can put there. Okay. Florence. We've got Florence here. That's better. That's better. Yeah. Anyway. I have a lot of thoughts about this album as well. But I'm here to talk about Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. Yeah. Welcome to the chaos. Yeah. Wild Reverence. It serves as a prequel to The Letters of Enchantment. That's the name of the duology. I'm so good at this. Anyway, I feel like I'm giving a presentation at school. Anyway, yeah, serves as sort of a prequel to The Letters of Enchantment, which include Divine Rivals and Ruthless Vows. They're right there on my shelf. Yeah, it takes place in the same world, not following the same characters, following different characters, obviously, since it is a prequel. And yeah, I'm not going to be describing the world or anything like that because that's not what I do. I don't know how to like talk about a plot of a book like coherently to like make you understand what a book is about. I don't know how to do that. I barely remember what happens in books most of the time. Anyway, we are here to talk about Reverence by Rebecca Ross. Yeah, I have a lot of thoughts. Will I get to them? I think so. I don't know. I don't know what my problem is today. Anyway, yeah, so we're following Vincent and Matilda. I almost said Iris. I know Iris is from the other books. Anyway, yeah, Matilda, she's a goddess. Vincent, he's a human. I told you I wasn't going to go into the plot of this, and here I am going into the plot. Yeah, they fall in love, and it's a problem. Not really, though. That them loving each other is not the problem. But yeah, anyway, this book is beautiful. Rebecca Ross's writing, beautiful. She really knows how to tug on your heartstrings. That being said, I did not care about these characters nearly as much as I did about Kit and Iris. I honestly, what was his name? I can't take this out because of my, I'll take this one out. The stupid lip on the top of mine. Is that his name? Am I going crazy? Roman? Who's Kit? Has his name always been Roman? Who's Kit? Where am I getting Kit from? Okay. Roman. I don't remember that being his name. Also, I don't remember this being in third person. Am I losing my mind? This one... I don't remember these being in third person. That's so crazy to me. Kit is his last name. See, I'm not as crazy as I thought I was. Okay. I forgot that they were in third person because this one is in first person, which is one of my complaints. Hold on, let me put these away. No, I'll keep them. I'll keep them out. I'll keep them out. It's fine. Anyway, as I age, I enjoy a book in first person less and less. I don't know, for some reason to me it makes the characters feel younger in my mind. I don't know why. Yeah, it makes the characters in my mind feel younger for some reason. And while the characters do start out pretty young in this book, I think they're both 12 at the beginning of the book, and then towards the end of the book they're in their mid-20s. But yeah, I don't love first person writing. I don't feel as like invested or engaged maybe in a story when it's first person. I don't know why. Especially since I feel like Rebecca Ross's writing is better in third person. It's like the descriptions, the lyricalness of it is more complex when it's written in third person than it is in first person. Not saying that the writing in this wasn't beautiful, because it was. It was very beautiful. There were a lot of lines that really like punched me in the gut, which is what Rebecca Ross is great at. However, like I was saying before that chaotic distraction, I did not connect with these characters as much as I have connected to characters of hers in the past, like Iris, and I'm gonna keep calling him Kit because I feel like she calls him Kit a lot. But just like Iris and Kit, and the two, well, actually, really all of the characters in the Elements of Cadence duology as well. All of the characters we follow in that duology, I just felt for so much, and I didn't get that in this book, which was a bit of a disappointment for me. Not saying I didn't care, I wasn't like, I wasn't like stressed out as much about them as I have been with her writing in the past. Yeah, so that's number one, my first thought. Yeah. Okay. What else I was gonna say is, okay, this book, yes, it was great. It kept me on my toes. I could not put it down. It's almost 600 pages long, and I did not think I was going to finish it as quickly as I did. I thought this was going to take me a month to read, because that's just how my reading patterns have been lately. It takes me a month to read a big book. But yeah, I read this within a couple days. I hardly looked at my phone. I hardly watched anything on TV, which is big for me. Like, this book got me back into like just sitting and reading a book. Like, after work, I wasn't like mindlessly watching YouTube. I was reading, which is great, wonderful. But with it being so suspenseful all the time, I felt like the payoff at the end was not big enough. I honestly was a little disappointed with the ending. I thought it ended very abruptly, considering all the time we've spent with other situations. Okay, I'm gonna get into spoilers now. So now, beyond now, I am spoiling the end of the book. Or the entire book, I should say. The whole book, because I'm going to be talking about everything that bothered me throughout the plot. Vincent and Matilda are constantly being torn apart. And while that does create great suspense, like, oh, are they ever going to get back to each other? We hardly got any time with them together in the first place. So there was never, I felt like I never got to feel anything for their relationship because it felt like they hardly had one to begin with. They are constantly just spending like one day with each other, a couple hours with each other, and it's not like through years and years and years. It's like through like a week. They're like just spending like tiny bits of time together before they're being torn apart and like thinking the other person doesn't even care for them or whatever. And like, and then they get reunited and there's like all these battles going on. So it's not like they can have this nice peaceful moment. It's just like they have no peace throughout the book. And so by the end, after Matilda vanishes to the wastes, what do they call it? Was it the wastes? The wasteland? Yeah, and then the mists. She vanishes to the wastes for 7 years, and Vincent thinks she's dead the whole time. And then we get back, they finally get back together, and we have like 3 pages of them reuniting, and that's it. And then the epilogue just went into like, oh yeah, remember those like enchanted typewriters from Divine Rivals? Well, I'm going to show you how they were made. And I'm like, I don't care about this anymore. I needed more of Vincent and Matilda. I didn't need the typewriters. I didn't need like this tie-in with Divine Rivals because it's like, I'm over that right now. I want to be fully invested in this. I don't need the crutch of like, oh yeah, remember Divine Rivals. I didn't need that. And that's probably my biggest complaint. I wish that this was a true standalone and less of a prequel, because it's very much a prequel. We meet gods that are in Divine Rivals. We meet the big 2 that are like really battling it out. And some of the events that are talked about in Divine Rivals happen in this book. And I just wish that Vincent and Matilda's story happened before any of that. Like, I think I would have been more invested if there was no connection other than the world. If this just existed in the same world as Divine Rivals and did not have to tie in whatsoever to that other story. Because I feel like all the times that like some magic was mentioned that was like similar to something in Divine Rivals, it was all like, oh, remember? Like, oh yeah. And then like every time like a god was mentioned, like Enva was mentioned a lot, like playing her music in the underworld and how it was changing, like how everyone in the underworld was affected. And like I was so in my head trying to remember exactly what we were told in Divine Rivals, what happened. Like I was like, I just wanted to be in this story. I didn't want to think about the events that happened to make Divine Rivals. You know, I don't know if that makes any sense. But I just wish that this story existed on its own without being tied in at all. That is the point I'm trying to make with all these useless words. And I think that is my biggest complaint, is that it is very much a prequel, and I would have preferred it on its own. And I love Rebecca Ross's writing. I've never disliked a book by her, and I don't dislike this one. I gave it 4 stars. Like, it was beautiful. I loved the characters. I just needed more time to like really appreciate them and their love story. And we weren't given that with, like, there's so many dire stakes in this book. There's like a war, like Vincent is at war with his uncle who is like trying to take over the land that he inherited. And Matilda is like torn between like the underworld and the skyward gods world, whatever it's called, underworld and skyward, is that what they call them? I don't remember. Because like she is from both worlds, and like that's like a big deal. And then like, but she's also like stuck in the mortal world because she's in love with this mortal man, and she's like invested in trying to help him defeat his uncle. And there's just too much going on. And yeah, I wish there was like an interlude, like a 25-page interlude, 25 to 50 pages. I know that seems like a lot, but like this is already a long book. Like, the least you can do is make me feel for the characters more. Like, for being almost 600 pages, or maybe I'm lying. Okay, so it's just over 500 pages. I don't know why I'm saying almost 600 pages. For being over 500 pages, I should care more about the characters, and I just didn't. I didn't, like, yeah, like most of their like revelations about their relationships happened when they weren't together. Like, all the moments they realized that they were in love with each other happened when they were apart, and then like when they were together, like it just like they didn't have time to just like be with each other and have the peaceful moments. Like, where was this moment? Where was this moment? Like, yeah. I think that's really all I had to say. I hope whatever Rebecca Ross writes next has nothing to do with Divine Rivals. I love Divine Rivals. It emotionally destroyed me in a good way. But I'm over it. You know, I want something new and fresh from Rebecca Ross. Hopefully adult. I was happy that this was adult. Despite Divine Rivals being YA, I was very happy that this was adult. And yeah, I just hope whatever we get next from Rebecca Ross is like beautiful and heartbreaking, but hopeful, and you know, all the things she's best at. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far into my ramble, my chaos, I got it together. I got it together, didn't I? I got it together, right? Hopefully this mic works nicely and you can't hear all the noise that's happening outside. Thank you, Florence, for the emotional support. Yeah, thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Please don't tell me how stupid I am. That's not nice. Leave a comment if you have something nice to say. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna leave this here before the chaos returns. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I think I got them all out. I know I repeated myself a lot. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'm gonna go before the chaos returns.